Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I am your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. And look at this. We have, uh, I guess, an avatar. That would be like an AI. Oh wow! It even closes its eyes when I close mine. Well, that's pretty intelligent duplication. So I figured I would use an avatar from Chroma, which does my false green screen background, which is, I guess, also a form of AI, to give you some random thoughts on AI because it has become a topic. Because I occasionally use graphics like you see on the screen now as what you would call it, those things, oh, thumbnails, yeah, thumbnails. So I use them as thumbnails. Not every time. Sometimes I pay for Canva. It's a paid service. I get access to different thumbnail backgrounds. But sometimes I use I don't pay any extra for this. This is part of the uh was it the IQ plugin for YouTube? It's the IQ plugin for YouTube. And added this feature. You can artificially generate AI thumbnail based upon your, I don't know, title of your video. It is far from perfect. Look at these goddamn dice. All right, none of these dice have actual numbers on them. They're six-sided dice, eight-sided dice, 12-sided, 10-sided, but they have this weird, like, I don't know. I should be watching some sci-fi show and expect to see these guys come falling out of somebody's ass. So I used one of these AI images, and some said, "Oh, bad form, no to AI." Listen, um, as I said on that thread on Facebook, would I use AI art in product that I was selling? No. If I was going to use it for continual light, no. Would I use it for torchlight? What if we get another issue of torchlight out? No. But a thumbnail, listen, truth in advertising, I make somewhere between, on the average, $3 and $5 a day on YouTube from YouTube AdSense. It's when we don't do paid advertising, we don't do sponsorships. I mention this a lot. It allows me, my co-hosts, our guests to speak our minds. We aren't censored because somebody's putting money in our pockets. If I could find somebody to do, and again, legitimately do, I don't know, an assortment of 2 or 3 dozen full color images that I could use as thumbnails for various topics, and do so for, I don't know, $3 an image about what I'm making on an average day. Well, first off, the artists would be greatly underpaid for the work they're doing. And I would be probably greatly overpaying for a video that's earning $3 to $5. Now, I don't make these videos as a money making proposition, but I try not to lose much more than my time invested in it. Now, I do have a lot of artist friends, and I understand that AI can, in theory or in reality, take away business from them. And I believe that artists in general are underpaid for the work they do. And I mean that. And often when I'm doing a project, I buy stock art rights because that's what I can afford. Although I did pay very good market rate for the still unpublished cover for Continual Light, but I've shared that cover out there. Great work from James Shields. But I don't need, nor do I want to pay, I don't know, four figures for artwork for a video that's 8 minute long, and I do a video on a daily basis. So it's a bit of a quandary then, all right? And to get your videos viewed, you generally need something that's a bit more eye catching than what you could probably see on this video, which is just a screen cap of this. So the argument continues though. Well, if you think AI art's okay, what are you going to do when they start doing AI writing? They are. AI videos, they've already shown that they're going that direction. And I'm sure they're going to look better than what you're looking at on the screen right now with this faux avatar vaguely resembling me. But I was trying to make a point, right? You're not going to pay for content. You're not going to search out content that is created by AI. At least not now. Now we've had this whole thing of technology coming in and taking away jobs, and it the cotton gin started that, right? Made working in the fields more productive, less man hours needed to pick cotton, uh, pick corn, pick wheat, pick rice. It's doing away with human jobs, and it certainly is. But if I'm using AI generative art as a screen cap for a video, I'm not taking away anybody's job. And if I do a project that is going to be for profit, I'm definitely going to be paying for the art that I use. Uh, Stock art or full rights, depending on the project. Do I see this coming over to writing? Certainly. And if you can't tell AI writing, and it's sneaking into projects right now, I can guarantee you that, you know, shame on the consumer for allowing that to happen. What about the future? The future is going to be hugely dependent on AI, not just for things like art and writing and videos, but for policing, for sales, for almost anything you can conceive of. And while there are certain things computers can certainly do better than a human, nothing will ever compare to the creative spark of somebody who was a true creative. AI art will never compare to an Errol Otis, a James Shields. Their writing will never be on par with Matt Finch. You're not going to write an RPG like Matt Finch. All right, we're not going to get uh, Dragon Slayer. We're not going to get Shadow Dark. These aren't going to be generated by AI. Things like this are going to be generated by the human brain. There is a place for AI, and I think the place for AI is for things that, again, people aren't really making much of a profit off of. Again, I could maybe buy a small coffee at Starbucks on a day from the monies I make from YouTube. And the monies I make on YouTube generally go to my co-host to keep them in good equipment. So it's a zero sum game. I would love if you can tell me. So, and by the way, I don't want you to point me in the direction of somebody who's going to generate 2 dozen AI art, thumbnails for me and say, hey, that's $100. And again, I don't want somebody doing 300, 30 pieces for even $300. That's underpaying. I don't know if there's an easy solution to this, but it's certainly a tool that is out there. Now, would you pay for a video that was artificially generated? No. Would you pay for a book that had artificially generated art? Well, once he tried to pass it off. it isn't. Are you taking away a job with your use of AI? And I think that's where this line. It's not going to go away. We're not going to. It's not going to stop. It's only going to get better. Is AI generating prompts for you to write an adventure for your home brew? Well, what's the problem with that? Right? Are you taking away somebody's job? Are you going to sell that adventure? Well, maybe you better rewrite it because AI has, especially now, it has the thumbprints, the fingerprints that one can look at and notice that it isn't legit. It isn't human generated. Something's off. It's just it's like you can have a really great animated series and it can be almost lifelike, but there's something that's not quite right. Well, that's AI generation. So I'm sure this is going to get a lot of comments, and that's fine. People are going to disagree with my point of view, and that's fine too. The whole point is agreeing to disagree. If somebody comes out and says, well, you're wrong and you got to do this, well, that's the first way you're going to get somebody to give you the finger and tell you go to fuck yourself. Which is how my thread was starting out, was don't explain your position, by the way. If you're going to say, hey, I have an issue with this, that's fine. I shouldn't have to look up your profile and see your work history to see your perspective on it when you're giving me a one sentence command. This isn't D&D. You're not a cleric saying, oh, actually, it's one word command. But in any case, it doesn't work that way. Real life should be a discussion. And maybe this will start a discussion. But like I said, the thought that AI can be stopped, no. You got to be better than it. And I am an artist. I'm not better than AI, that's for sure. I like to think as a writer I am, but maybe my video content is. I don't know. But you got the avatar on the screen now, and I gotta say, it's an improved avatar over the prior avatars. So that's Chromacam doing the avatar, and that's again IQ, which I believe I think that's what it's called, is a plugin for YouTube. Gives you some useful insights, but having this AI generated thumbnail is one of the things that they've added as a feature. I wouldn't go out and pay for it on its own, but it's certainly an interesting feature that can put eyes on a video that might not otherwise have gotten there. By the way, in the bottom of the screen, this is how we make our monies on this channel, affiliate links. That way you get something that you can use and it doesn't cost you extra for the few coins that go into our coffers. Paranoia RPG bundle, that's simply the 25th anniversary edition of Paranoia. The link that will take you to Humble Bundle is tankars-tavern.games/paranoia. So, on that note, folks, tomorrow night should be a live stream. It's the first of the month. Today was February 29th, leap year. If you haven't gone to Wenger's website, he is selling Child, his Gonzo setting, print signed numbered books. I think are $20 plus $5 shipping in the US, but you can get the PDF for free. So, listen, I said this before: like them, love them, loathe them. Wenger can do some very good work, and his Gonzo setting stuff is really good. So, hey, if you can get it for free, you might as well check it out. All right, folks. On that note, be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well, and yeah, no, unless people demand more of this Avatar shit, I ain't doing this Avatar shit again. It's confusing me. All right, laters.